everyone, I'm here with your weekly Tarotscope for the week of July the 30th to August 5th. I think about that for a second. As always, if you want your own reading, you can click on the links below to the Etsy shop. I also have a Patreon with different levels where if you're interested in learning more about the tarot, learning more about astrology, or joining my online coven, or there's even the option for a monthly reading as well. So you can check that out there. Shameless plug is over. Let us get on with the reading for the week. So for the month of July, I have been using the Wonderland Tarot as well as the Oracle of the Mermaids. If you follow me on Instagram or on Facebook, you know that I do a daily draw during the weekdays, and those are the decks that I am using for that daily draw. So let us get started with the weekly Tarotscope. So for Aries, we have, here we go, the King of Pentacles. So Aries, this is a week where your hard work, you're going to start to see some rewards and some payoff for it. You're going to feel like you're in control of things, that you're in charge of stuff. You're going to feel like you are in command of things, especially when it comes to your finances and your physical environment. You'll definitely feel like you're more in charge. So if you've been waiting on any news about money or business, this definitely looks like a good week for that things will definitely go your way this week. For Taurus, we have the Six of Swords. Taurus, this is a week where you are going to be making some slow and steady progress. Last week may not have felt like that, but this week feels like things are starting to move forward again. This is also a very good indication if you are taking a trip of any kind, especially if it's like a road trip, that things will go very well for you. This card too, really, I'm getting this message that pay attention to your dreams during this particular week, because they're going to be really telling you about some of the things that are coming into play over the next while. So really, watch your dreams and maybe write them down and see if there's any, symbolism in them for you. For Gemini, we have the Eight of Cups reversed. So Gemini, this is a week where you're feeling like maybe you want to run away from your problems. This is a week where you feel like, just overwhelmed with things, and that, you've got so much on your plate. You may even feel disappointed in others or feel disenchanted by things, and there's this temptation to just kind of drop everything, run away, and not deal with it. And sometimes that can be helpful, that we need a bit of a break, but it's saying in this particular case, you might need to face some of those things head on rather than running away from them. For Cancer, we have the Seven of Swords. So Cancer, this is a week where you're going to have to keep your feelings, which is hard, close to your chest, and some of your thoughts close to your chest. There's other things that are going on, and there may be some people around who may not always wish the best for you, unfortunately, that may try to, undermine you or sabotage you in some way. And it's saying that, just try to kind of keep your plans to yourself, or to people that you really, really trust, that won't undermine you. For Leo, we have the Six of Cups. So Leo, this is a week where you're going to be feeling nostalgic about things and really looking to the past. You might even run into someone from the past that you haven't seen in a long time, but it'll be a time of good memories and getting together with people. This is also a good week to really do some inner child stuff, do something fun that you haven't done in a long time. For Virgo, we have the Two of Swords reversed. So Virgo, this week you may be avoiding making a decision of some kind. Now, sometimes we don't have all the information and we need to gather it, but when it's reversed, it usually means that we do have the information. We're just waffling on it, and I know, Virgo, you like to have all the details, but it's saying that if you don't make a choice now, the universe may make that choice for you. So make sure that you are not procrastinating on decision making. For Libra, we have the Knight of Wands. So Libra, this is a week where there is going to be a lot of activity and energy, things moving forward quicker than they have before. This also says that if you are moving this week or taking a trip, this is also a good week for that. For Scorpio, we have the Three of Pentacles reversed. So Scorpio, you may be feeling unhappy in your job or unhappy with some kind of work or project that you've been doing. It's time for you to sit back and assess, is this time for me to go get another job, or am I just feeling disenchanted for some other reasons, and maybe I need to refocus my work? But there is definitely either an attitude change that needs to happen with your work, or you need to go and look for something you enjoy, something entirely different. It's really important for you to have work that you love, and this is a good week to examine those things. For Sagittarius, we have the King of Cups. So Sagittarius, this is a week to kind of explore some emotions. It might even be a good week to go see a counselor or a mentor or a reader or somebody that you trust to talk about some of the issues that have been going on. Alternately, people may be coming to you with their problems, and they may feel like they want you to be the person to listen to them. I know you want to rush in and fix things for people, but this is not the week for that. It's saying that this is the week to listen to others and also to be listened to. For Capricorn, we have the Four of Cups. So Capricorn, you're feeling kind of disenchanted, and I can't remember which card was last week, but I know it was kind of a more difficult card as well. And I think that this is a week where you're just feeling dissatisfied generally, and you can't always put your finger on it. When I see this card, I always urge people to not throw the baby out with the bathwater, not chuck everything. It's helpful to examine what it is that we're actually dissatisfied with, because it's not everything. It's usually one or two things, and we're often not looking at the stuff that we have that is good. For Aquarius, we have the moon. And we had an Aquarius full moon just the other day, so I think this is funny that this came up. So be aware that you are being affected by the moon this week, that you may be feeling very moody, very up and down. This is not a good week for decisions or for taking action. This is a week to kind of listen to your intuition, pay attention to your dreams, and to really just, things are changing around you. So that's why I'm saying it's not really a good time for decision making, because you don't have all the information yet. So this is about time for getting in touch with the subconscious this week. For Pisces, we have strength. So Pisces, especially if you've been going through a more difficult time, this card is really urging you to keep on going. It's urging you to pull upon your inner strength and reserves, and to remember that gentleness, especially over the long run, can do a lot more than just trying to force your will on people. And I mean, Pisces, you're not really known for that anyway, but it was slow and steady, and also like just being gentle with yourself and others will go a long way to getting towards where you need to go. So hang on, Pisces. So that's what I'm seeing in the cards for the week. I'm going to take a look at the Oracle card. It is Soul Cage. It says rescue, escape from captivity and restriction. I know a lot of people have really been feeling the effects of this particular lunar eclipse. Some people are like super high energy, and other people are like no energy at all. There doesn't seem to be any particular input between. But I think one thing that happens with eclipses is it can bring up a lot of like old kind of stuff, and it forces us to kind of re-examine some things and to deal with things. And so what it's really pushing us to do is to do some healing so that we can move forward. And that may mean for some people endings. Often endings are associated with eclipses. So sometimes that's the end of a relationship, or the end of a friendship, or the end of a job, or even the end of a particular goal. We might say, you know what, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to do something else. So it's saying to let go of the things that are not working for you anymore, and letting go of restrictions is part of that. So I hope everyone has a fabulous week. Astrologically, this week is a little quieter than last week, so take heart in that. We're still in retrograde season. We have Mercury and Mars in retrograde, along with Saturn, Pluto, and Neptune. So things are kind of, don't be too hard on yourself if you get frustrated that things aren't moving quickly the way that you'd like, just because we're in retrograde energy, which is redoing things and re-examining and re-looking at things before we move forward again. So I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful week. Thank you so much for watching. Peace, love, rock and roll.